And we are live. Okay. Well, let's see if video game and everything wants to work. We're gonna do some Helldivers. No preamble. Fuck it. I would have done a preamble for earlier, but you know, unfortunately, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong with OBS earlier. Not sure what happened. All I know is that it didn't want to record properly. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure what happened and what fixed it. All I know is I uninstalled OBS and reinstalled the program, and also uninstalled and reinstalled the Atrium multi-stream plugin I use. And I did some other things behind the scenes, some other tweaks, and everything seems fine now. So, hopefully everything's working as it should. Hopefully. And it seems like the stream's doing okay. I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over to Helldivers. There we go. Everything seems like it's working just fine without any issue. So hopefully things continue to work as they should. Let's make sure settings are as I left them. Okay. Alright, well, like I said, we're doing some Helldivers. I don't honestly think I'm going to do Helldivers all tonight. I think I'm going to do a Operation, maybe 2. And then I think I'm going to hop to another multiplayer game. And just kind of stick around for the whole night. Might have some friends join. Probably not, though. I haven't told anyone that I'm going to be doing this, so that they see me online, they may join. Or they may hit me up, but...
The siege upon managed democracy continues.
For now, I'm very
Let us
much...
rally to her defense.
For now, I'm very much in the mindset of just, let's just stick around. My plans got early thrown around all tonight, and I'd rather start tomorrow fresh playing Expedition 33 properly. Alright. So let's see what we got from Super Earth. We successfully collected the Band-Aid War Restitution. Okay. Yeah, a number of people are active. Let's see, where is the most amount of people playing? I'm gonna be playing solo, like a psychopath. Again, this was a relatively last minute thing, and I was like, I'll play some multiplayer stuff. Fuck it. So yeah, you know what? Let's go on the bot front. How's everything on the bot front these days? Okay, these guys could use some help spreading some democracy.
Allied destroyer.
Why not?
Received.
Again, we are I'm not see how well this goes. If I need to, I might just do it on my own.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Oh, that's always a good sign. I love it, like, as soon as I join, it immediately someone leaves.
FTL jump successful.
We're fighting bots, right? Yeah, so let's...
Coordinates locked.
Ooh, that's some lag. Who am I playing with? Oh my god, he did join me. Okay. Let me do something. We are gonna hop over to the channel. Chat. I need to edit this again, because of course Discord loves to just change your input device all the time. Because it, for some reason, just thinks, oh, it should always change, right? Absolutely, always, positively. Draw that up over here. I'll go ahead and let my buddy know that I'm in the Discord channel so he can join. It'll be James that has joined me for a little bit. It'll be fun to play with some James. Catch up a little and all that. I don't think I want to have a lot in the way of strikes, so we'll just bring... Yeah, we'll just bring some basic stuff, because I don't know how well this mission's going. All right. Well. Oh, that's always a good sign. So, take this, you communist robot. They're communists, right? That's what the memes are, at least. Oh, that worked. Well, that's not good. Okay. Oh, that went well. Alright, James will probably join and once this immediate combat is over with. Okay. They're doing good on time, actually. You know, it helps if I can actually aim, right? Oh my god. This is not how... So you should be spread. Damn bots. Okay, now I just need to figure out where the fuck this objective location's at. Oh my luck, it's probably exactly where they're shooting. I don't like that it's constantly telling me to reinforce. Yeah, we might leave after this mission, but we will be democratic and help these guys out, because that's the right thing to do, even if things are a little glitchy at the moment. How's it going, James? Yeah, I joined in on these guys, and hell's all let loose. Yes. Okay. totally just died while I was not paying attention, but this happens. Uh-oh. Let me just do... Oh, yeah, we do. Me. I think so. Well, memento. Let me do this. Okay. And now why is it not recording the OBS? How's it going, Shulk Wagon? Hope everything's doing all right. On my YouTube channel, I put out a small little update video that's explaining where I've been. It wasn't the funnest time away, but I'm back now, doing the recordings. Okay, let's do this. This one. There we go. Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god, how am I alive? Okay, let's go back to the gameplay. I'll figure out the audio issue in a moment. Yeah, Shoke Wagon, I shaved. Depending on the lighting, I either aged a lot more or I got younger. Yep. Got rid of the beard. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, for the reason I had to go and redo the plugin because I had to reinstall OBS. And once I get done doing this mission, oh, go ahead. Yeah. Unless I drown. There's a lot of hellfire over there. I'm just gonna throw a giant laser. But yeah, once we get done here, I gotta redo the plugin I was using to capture OBS. Sorry, capture Discord, because it's not recording in Discord for some reason. Which is always fun. How's James doing, though? Yeah. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I played with you.
Throwing grenade.
Nice, nice. I see you sliding around everywhere. Oh, for me, you were sliding around the ground.
Bag's empty.
You're good, man. Nah, that sucks, Shock Wagon. Yeah, I imagine a 12-year-old processor would have trouble running this game.
Ready to liberate.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, yeah, I appreciate everything. My dad's, like I said, he's doing all right now. Yeah, there was a period of time where it wasn't, for a very brief moment there, but everything's okay now. That's the important thing. Oh yeah, now he was sticking around his garden today and everything. Past week he's been. Has all the energy now, and now it's almost insufferable. So that's a good thing. He's about to everything's going back to normal, which is good. You know what? Let's blow this place up. I'm going for it at least. That way. Reason 5 600 is again enough for that. You know, that might be just the minimum required Shook Wagon if you're okay with having everything be at the lowest setting, but I don't personally know off the top of my head. I want to believe that should be the minimum, but it might be just a bit too much. I mean, I know that my Now I know that's your processor, but my 1080 Ti Titan could barely handle the game. I didn't want to push it more than I already was. Oh, alright, I'll take it.
Calling in reinforcements.
Oh no! How dare you cuss, James? How dare you cuss, James, you piece of shit.
To the skies.
What, like an actual politician? What are you, a freaking YouTuber? Makes a YouTube apology. Where's the ukulele? Where's the deep sigh as you go? Guys, I did nothing wrong, and this is why you're all idiots.
Activating jump pad.
I just want to point out, sir, you're the only one on that base. Because we blew it up.
Sending in an eagle.
Well, I'll do my best to help you out. We were all making the grand retreat. I was like, man, we're making the grand retreat and everything. Here, I will give you some help.
Requesting air support. Dropping package.
Orbit.
Yeah,
Calling in extraction.
there you go. Oh. Well, it didn't. It's not moving as far as I would want it to, so that's kind of on me. Yeah, I thought I was gonna go for the target, but since you blew it up, yeah. Well, I'll just go ahead and just leave you to that.
Orbital inbound.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'm busy that day. That's a rocket bot, and he blew himself up. Gotta love democracy.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
As I look at the ashes of worlds that I left in my wake. The best thing about democracy is you could free everyone. That was better than the sandworms of doom.
Requesting orbital strike. Requesting orbital.
Well, they'll eat you.
Minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Orbital strike incoming.
Oh, the new Awakening game?
Reloading.
I have not personally played it yet. I've been thinking about getting it. I just wanted to wait for the initial launch window to make sure that it wasn't going to be buggy as hell, and also was waiting to gauge interest from a number of friends. Oh no!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
It's so weird that, like, parts of me are covered in oil, but then, like, my chest piece is completely clean.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Requesting orbital.
Yeah, no, I'm just covered in oil, bro.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Oh, you know, I never told you where I was streaming to, James. I stream to OnlyFans and Pornhub.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Bag's empty. Fire in the hole.
You gotta get that bread somehow, right? I told you I shaved. I never told you reason why.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
You know, that's a supportive friend right there. See, he gets it. See, chat, he gets it.
20 seconds.
I'm gonna go ahead and crouch in, I guess. We're too tall.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Okay, well that's happening. I'm gonna see.
Democracy prevails once more.
This is 10. Stream hell dive. Okay. All right. It wasn't difficult at all. It was an adventure back and forth. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and return back to my ship if you want to go ahead and join on me, James. Or maybe I should join you. Because I want to leave these guys to their deal.
Keep it up, and pretty soon there won't be any.
And I gotta restart OBS because apparently the audio is not being captured for you. So let's go ahead and... Yeah. Your voice is beautiful. Everyone has given you many a compliment of... Yes. Your voice is very soothing. To the point where you've been slightly weirded out by it. Alright. Yeah. Chat, Shokewagon. I'll be right back in less than a minute. I just gotta restart OBS. Boopy. And boopy. And boopy. And just like that, it's like nothing happened. And now we can hear the James talking.
Ayo.
And more importantly, we can hear the Chames. The Chames? Yeah, we can hear the Chames chomping.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
No, it was a spicy chicken tender from Safeway. So it was dick.
Oh man.
I'm not sorry.
Hey man, you don't sleep on those. Those are, especially at this time of night. It was pretty good.
Dude, no. If you and they randomly have that, they don't have that out usually. So you just jump on that shit.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Be kind to yourself. Buy a pound and a half. Share with your roommates.
Yes.
Tell yourself you're gonna share with your roommates.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Yeah, share with roommates, huh?
Hellpod Prime. Engaging
Alright.
orbital
Well, I'm game for whatever you want to do, James. And if you prefer this difficulty, I'm down for it. If you'd rather go down a little bit, I'm also cool with it. Ha. Hugs!
No, but I'm gonna change out of my double-sided sickle. We'll throw an SOS beacon when we land.
Oh, hell yeah. And this is the team. Hey, Shokewagon, I only need James. This is the team.
Dude, honestly.
And you know how often when, like, you know, it's funny because, like, for the past number of streams I've done of Helldivers, I've lost track of... I've lost track how many times I've seen you, like either you or Tom end up having to go solo something on across to the other side of the map. Alright, I'm gonna...
Hey man, when I need things done, I take care of it.
Damn right you do. Well, the game is still being installed. Yeah, it's a fun time. I'm waiting for that shit to install. We're blowing shit up. This is a blitz mission, right?
Yes.
He says with the confidence.
Search and destroy. We just gotta go blow shit up.
All right. Hey, we got Dino
we
God.
already got Dino God on our team.
Oh, we're fucking and Hoonies.
Oh, and Honeys.
Oh, Honeys? Yeah, yeah, not Hoonies. Who the fuck said Hoonies?
I was like, Hooties.
Yeah, who the hell ever said Hoonies?
I was just quiet for a second. I was
What?
like, read that? I thought I was having a stroke or something.
No,
I was like,
I didn't say shit. You don't know me. Who the fuck are you? Hey, get in my room. Get out of here.
who the fuck are you? Hey, who the fuck are you walking in here?
Who the
Call my friend Hoonies.
Who the fuck do you think you are? You coming here? You calling us Hoonies? You calling us Honeys?
Into my place. My grandma fed you.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough. My place.
Launch initiated.
You're on my ship.
My ship.
My rock. You like the name of my ship?
Yeah.
I bet you don't even know what the name is.
No, it's like forthright something, right?
No.
Oh,
Oh, we just landed on this.
Can I?
See how good I am, man? When you're with me, we just land on objective.
We just win.
We just win. Static field. Oh yeah, maybe it might be pretty good, but
All right. Well, I got a high yield explosive, so we're in business here.
that's a good one.
Oh fuck yeah, mini nuke, baby.
I was gonna start putting these in, huh?
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Someone put a static in there.
Fool. I think it was Honeys.
Dude, I usually have a problem like finding all of them. This one we had too many.
Yeah. We're drowning in them right now.
Drowning in this shit. Oh, we have a bot drop over there.
Boom.
Well, how are you gonna like my century?
Would you like that bread with some side of pompous?
Oh, dude, I didn't grab my freaking weapon and threw it down and just ignored it.
I really wish I could grab these turrets and just do a halo and just walk around with like a turret
Just
pulled off.
do a halo.
Yeah. Yeah, just do a halo. Master
Burn
Chief,
now.
yeah, Master Chief's name is Halo, right?
I like that guy. Halo.
Yeah, Halo's so cool.
Request orbital strike.
Orbital strike incoming.
Ooh,
Take that, you
Super
sons of bitches.
samples. I found the super sample spot.
Reloading.
God,
We got
this
zone
revolver
one. This
fucks.
one?
Forgot how much this revolver fucks.
There's one random super sample somewhere else. What
Oh
the hell is
no,
that?
I had the thing that allows us to get super samples when you get certain enemy kills. So yeah, you will get random
okay.
super samples.
I shouldn't have done that. That was a waste of an overlaser.
All right, I'm gonna move on from this area since we already cleared the objective out. Dino God, no!
We need them.
Oh
my God.
That's a lot of enemies. I'm gonna leave. That's a tank. No one told me about the tank. And the... Hey, what's up, James? And Nick! We got a James.
Oh, did he just join too?
No, he's here.
Oh.
I was decidedly telling you that I have
You
a
really made
James
it
and a
sound
Nick.
like
Oh, gotcha.
Wait,
the way you said that though. That made it like I
oh, whoops, my bad.
Yeah,
been talking.
that legit just sounded like he showed up at the same time I did. Like, oh, people.
No, I was decidedly telling James that. My bad.
That's fine. That's weird.
So, homie, you just want to chat for a bit, or you want to do some hell diving?
Oh, I don't have it in me to hell dive tonight.
That's fair.
I'm shit at hell divers, and I have deliberately made myself sick this evening, so not happening.
Fair enough.
deliberately.
Well, that's still down the chat. It's all cool. Like I told
Yeah,
you
I
earlier.
basically, yeah. So like, just long story short, I basically should not eat shrimp. So if I ever decide to take a risk and, because like it's hit and miss on whether I'm gonna have some kind of a reaction to it when I eat it, because occasionally I have a shellfish allergy. So if I ever try to have any, I'll take like a couple of like Benadryl or Zyrtec beforehand. And I did, and I mean like I feel fine, I do, but like what ended up happening was I think I took a couple too many, and while I'm not experiencing any reactions, I did almost knock the fuck out earlier, so...
I love the
a
idea
little
that for
groggy.
you it's literally a dice roll to see if you're gonna have a reaction or not.
Well, it's just like sometimes it's like sometimes it's like if it's not prepared a certain way, like if they don't clean it, it's like I'll break out into hives. It's not like an anaphylactic shock or anything. It's just like I'll have like a skin irritation.
Oh, Jesus.
And it is a irritation. It is never something I want to deal with. It's like bumpy skin and shit, and it's one of those things like if you touch it, you just make it worse. And so like, you know, today my sister had a shit day and things have been going okay otherwise, so I was just like, hey, let's get some Cheesecake Factory. It's like her favorite place to eat around here. And they had this like Cajun jambalaya pasta thing, and I fucking love Cajun food. But Cajun food usually has some shrimp accompanied in the dish, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fair enough. Fair
And you know,
enough.
here I am. I feel fine. I'm a little warm, but I'm not sure if that's because I live in Tennessee or it's because something's trying to happen. I haven't figured it out yet.
I love rolling that dice.
Sounds like a
Hi, me. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
You know? When they said that
so many
quote,
bots here. Oh my gosh.
You streaming right now?
yeah, man. And now I got everything figured out. And
Oh yeah.
well, the solution I found was simply just to be like, fuck it, I'll just restart. Oh, I'll reinstall OBS, reinstall the multi-stream plugin, reinstall the Discord plugin.
I got a notification for the last one. I didn't get a notification for this one. What the fuck?
Oh. Maybe because I did it too many times a day.
Now when I look up your channel, it doesn't show your channel. So now I gotta click on the video that's right up in front of my page that is you, and now I gotta find the live thing. And here we are. Okay. I'm gonna mute my phone while I'm on here. I'm just doing this to support you in the algorithm.
Okay. I appreciate it, homie. I compared to
Because I
conversation.
was intending to watch you this evening, and then that happened. Because yeah, like your last, I don't know if you saw me like casually harassing you in chat.
I think I did. I think I took note of it. I was mostly trying to deal with the whatever the fuck.
I took note of it.
Uh-oh.
Dan.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It was mostly constructive, like, hey, howdy. Oh shit, that's a problem. Oh, you're lagging on my end, or your screen's fine now. Then at one point I think I called you Space Dan because you're wearing a NASA shirt.
I appreciate it.
Dan, you gotta go for my steak examples.
Yeah, about that, homie. No, I don't know what was causing those issues earlier, but
I believe in you, Space Dan.
hey, I appreciate the harassment. I'll take the harassment.
Well, glad you got it working now.
Yep. And to be honest, I don't even know what the problem was because I didn't change anything from the last time I streamed to now. All I did was just said, fuck it, I'll just reinstall everything. I'm just glad I'm able to save my profile so I don't have to reapply all my
maybe
settings.
the internet.
Was it a
Maybe
mistake?
the internet was just
Sam, did
having
you
a
get
bad
it?
hair day, cause like
Aw.
I mean, like I was playing like just a little bit of Pokemon Go before my sister got home, just like sitting around the house, like looking for raids and things, and like even Pokemon Go was shitting itself, and I'm like, my internet's fine. What's going on? So like maybe fucking like today, like servers here and there around the world just decided to have a bad hair day, and maybe you and I just fell victim in different ways.
There's a very good chance of that. There's a moment when someone turned on TV but forgot to turn off the microphone. It happens, man.
The railgun do anything to these?
They can hit
That
them.
ADD brain of, ah shit, did I leave the stove on?
Yeah. Yeah, leave the stove on. And you realize you don't have a stove, you don't have a house, and you're actually inside a Matrix pod. And you go, I don't need to worry about it.
Like how it's like how literally every fucking time I either put together like a pickup or delivery order or I go grocery shopping, I literally always forget one fucking thing. And then
Yeah.
like I'll get home and I'm about to make the thing that I needed to make and I'm like, fuck, I forgot this time again.
The one flavor or that one little accessory.
It's shit. It feels like defeat. It shouldn't, but it does.
But does it taste like defeat?
I mean, given how I don't have the right ingredient,
You know what? Fair point.
kinda. There's some ambiguity there for damn sure. Yeah. Like, fucking kinda, homie.
Requesting orbital
God
strike.
dang it.
Yeah, all we gotta do is our
So run for our goddamn
way outta
lives.
here.
Yeah. So again, blasted in the ass by how many Gatling guns? I can't even count anymore. Not to, not to say that was a good counter in the first place, but
Requesting orbital.
What the fuck?
Nick, random curiosity question: do you have the Battlefront 2 on the PC?
I believe I do, yeah.
Okay.
And actually, that having been said, I actually had to sell my PS5 recently, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not gonna happen for a while. That's fine. Honestly, it was literally just collecting dust until FF7 Part 3 comes out, so like...
And you'll figure
when
out a
and if
solution by
ever
then.
that happens, I'll figure it out, yeah. I just, like, right now, LOA problems being what they were, like, paying rent at the first was about to be a sketchy endeavor, and I needed to make money quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend that was looking for one because his daughter really wanted one.
Okay, so it's someone that you know at least,
I
right?
gave him a... Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you know, it was a good thing. She's really happy. It made her day. Like, honestly, nothing lost on my end. It's fine. I'm not really stressing the material at the moment, and if worst case scenario, I just don't get to experience that game right away when it comes out, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Plus, you still got like at least a couple years.
Oh yeah, like, I've got at least, like, fucking, what, 2026 at the earliest?
So, I mean, at the earliest, that's
being
announcement.
optimistic.
Yeah, in reality, it'll probably at the earliest come out in 2077 for the 30th anniversary. At least that's where my money would be
Probably.
at.
Like when I'm saying optimistically, it's more like, you know, like maybe since it came out like really early 24, because yeah, it did come out in 24, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tail end of February.
Because they sounded pretty optimistic about like development going forward. So I'm like, you know, maybe best case scenario like late 26, but I mean realistically probably
Oh my
like
god,
early
there's so
or Q1 of like 27. So I mean like I got it.
You got
I got
time.
time to figure shit out by
We got time.
then. I got time.
We got time.
We got time.
We got time.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
All is working out though. I'm used to roughing it the hard way, so fuck it. I only know how to play life on hard mode.
I mean, you were playing life on hard mode from birth, so might as well. Which pill you choose? Aurora to land,
Your words have
red
barely
to
been
continue.
spoken.
Fuck it, Aurora. Why not? Let's land this
Oh, we
bitch.
missed one?
Apparently we did. It's fine.
Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.
This is your operation, James, not mine.
I know.
But Nick, the reason why I asked you about the Battlefront 2 was I'm sure you have seen all the big mod push with like the expanded mod and stuff.
Yeah, I have. There was that one thing that I sent you too, which was the that one guy's little kind of like fan. I mean, they're all fan things, but I mean like that one guy's project for like a lot of like Phantom Menace stuff along with like Clones things going on. You know, I know a lot of people have done that. I've seen. I remember back when Book of Boba Fett was new. There was like a someone did some mod support and I think turned Han Solo into Rex and like gave you the fucking like Mando season 2 / Book of Boba Fett Boba look with like the black and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like I see a lot of the support out there. I am low key I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on your stream, so I'll just say mentally inadequate when it comes to applying mods, because I actually tried for a while when trying to apply mods to my Jedi Survivor just because I wanted to fuck off and be Revan for a little while, but that didn't pan out. There was like I swear I was like doing all the folder shit like I was supposed to, but like
This wasn't working.
you know, like obviously it didn't work out, so I'm just like, yeah, just folders and all these things and how to apply them, and then I start the game and nothing's there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm tabling this for now because honestly this is more of a headache than it's worth. The game is fine. So
Well, I mean,
yeah. I mean, maybe I'll try more mod shit in the future. I don't know, but
well, I mean, in the near future, I'm gonna sit down and mod the Jedi games before I intend to stream them. So, for myself, once I get a little familiar with how them,
I want to play modded Jedi games so fucking bad.
when I get familiar with it, if you want, once I know how to do it, I could walk you through it, or at least be a helping hand.
Sure, yeah. If you got
Yeah.
time, I don't
Yeah,
mind.
I will make the time to do so, because I know you absolutely adore those games, and I know you would absolutely adore being able to play a modded version of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I would also really adore being able to play modded Jedi Academy or Outcast 2, because like I remember like years ago. I know they're still out there, but I remember like years ago seeing like Order 66 Anakin going through the Jedi Temple with like Jedi Knight Academy gameplay. I'm like, man, I want to do that. I want to go ham on like
Oops,
every
and
Jedi
runs.
in that fucking temple, like looking like robed fucking Annie boy, like ready to go. Like that just sounds cool. Or like creating like Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Dooku on his fucking dreadnought and everything. Like all that just looks so fucking cool. And I'm like, someday.
I mean, that's what I've been doing the last week. Instead of streaming, I was like, I'll just stick around with some games. And I was sticking around a little bit with getting the Frosty mod loader working for EA Battlefront 2. But I was reminded of how much I fucking hate Frostbite. Because, dear God, that thing sucks to mod. Yeah. Frostbite sucks. Like the Jedi games are a slightly different animal, but in games that are made on Frostbite, like Battlefield or Battlefront or Dragon Age Inquisition, oh my God, you would legitimately have a better time you would have a better time installing a catheter on your own than trying to mod those fucking games.
I mean, it's easier than you think if you follow the teachings of Thaddeus Castle.
You just jam it in there. My favorite part of that is just everyone's reactions of like, what the? Yeah, it's just an oil change, guys.
My favorite part is when they were getting the P-Vaxes later, and he's like, Clary, you too? And he's like, they really hurt, man. It's like the one time he did not stand with that. He's just like, they really hurt, man.
Fuck, dude, they suck. It hurts. It hurts. But yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say, quick question. Am I perhaps lagging a bit for, like, speaking in the party on your end?
On my end, no.
You think? Okay, I'm just
How about you, James? How does Nick sound?
It just felt like there was a little bit of overlap there talking for a little bit. I was just curious. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I share your sympathies when it comes to having difficulty with certain systems wanting to work with whatever tutorial you may be following at the time, because that's how I was trying to do it. I actually found some really good ones with some step-by-step fucking... Okay, what did I do wrong?
What I do wrong?
Oh god. Oh god. I fucked up.
You fucked up? You fucked up?
I'm trying to level my warrior on FF14 finally.
Uh-oh.
And like right now I'm just doing like a leveling dungeon here and there in a day, and we're doing that. You remember like I'm sorry, typing. It's weird on Xbox. The very first dungeon where you're kind of in that like pirate's lair, and there's like the
the super easy one where you chase the captain down.
Super easy. I apparently overpulled, or the healer was busy with something. I don't know what happened, but I'm like at that last part right before the boss, and I guess while I was talking to you, I didn't pay attention to my health bar, and I got owned, but it's fine.
I mean, it's fine.
And I was like, my bad.
I mean, you weren't out of level, so you're fine.
No, it was just one of those moments where it was in that moment he realized he done fucked up, because like all of a sudden I just dropped dead, and I'm like, oh shit, my bad, guys. It doesn't seem like anybody's super pissed off. We didn't lose a step in the dungeon. Everything looks like it's gonna be fine. I just accidentally biffed it for a minute.
It happens to the worst of us.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my tank stance though.
Hey, you know what? You remembered it.
Oh fuck. Yeah, yeah. I actually haven't been gaming hardly at all this past week. I've just been focusing on personal projects.
Nah, that's fair. But yeah.
Actually, probably the first time I played a game since, like, I think, no shit, like, Wednesday or Thursday last week. With the exception of, like, phone games, because I recently bought, FF4 3D Remake, and Pokemon Go was, like, the social thing that my sister and I do, so I play that here and there every day.
I even though I don't partake in it, I do like the fact that Pokemon Go is still a thing.
I never intended on
that is pretty cool.
I never intended on going back to it. There was that one really good summer where like Josh, T, Garrett, Tyler, and Erica and I were all playing, and that was fun. But like I never intended on going back, and then my sister was running around, and you know we're always looking for things to do together while we're here, and it had turned out that they started incorporating some Pokemon from some newer games, and one of them was my legendary Kung Fu Bear, and I was like, I must have him.
Well,
so I was like, fuck it, let's play Pokemon Go.
I try to get out and they pull me back in.
It's fine. I'm not like breaking my bank or anything, and we get to go out. Like there's a really cool park near where we live, where there's like a lot of gyms and Pokestops, and there's I guess Pokemon Go does this like thing that they do in a lot of local areas where they have like a community ambassador that like gets people together and organizes all these events and lets people know what's happening, gives
Oh,
like,
that's cool, actually.
raid hour meetup details, and people get together. We can all like trade if we level up our friendship level, or we can all do all these big raids together. And like when there's these community day things, like there's all these places we can go to all play. And like GoFest is actually this Saturday and Sunday, so like my sister has never done it before, but there was that one summer where Josh and I did it, and we literally sat in the car in front of like Moosehead and Palmer and raided like borderline non-stop for like 8 hours for a day. And I sitting here telling my sister, I'm like be warned, like there's no slowing down during GoFest. Like, you know, fucking bring a water bottle, bring protein bars. If you got a catheter and a urine bag, like hook it up. Like
When we go, we go. It's GoFest, baby.
Like
It's not
Josh
called
and I actually
Stopfest.
had to like no sir. Like Josh and I actually had to like find a break in which like there was like all these legendary spawning. It's like, okay, we've already caught like 5 of these. Let's take like a 15-minute recess, walk into the bar and get some like fries and a burger and load up before we get back in the car.
Yeah. That's cool, though.
That was a fun summer though. That was a fun summer.
Endless summer.
Yeah, so so that's gonna be fun.
I past couple days I've been doing nothing but like going through a ton of classic games, and like some of them Star Wars games, some of them other games. I've just been modding the hell out of them. Like classic Battlefront 2, modded the hell out of that one with a whole bunch of fun maps and stuff.
Dude, classic Battlefront 2 mods are dope.
Oh yeah, there's a person that I found on ModDB that he has been making it his. Oh god. What were you saying?
So there is a lag. Okay, there's like a 3-second lag from where my speech gets to you. Okay, I can work with that. I was gonna say there's I was gonna ask you if you had seen it. There's a mod that I saw for classic Battlefront 2 years ago where you can play as the Havoc Squad guy from the SWTOR MMO trailers. Have you seen those?
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
you're kidding me.
James
No,
can't
I'm not
believe
kidding
it.
you. Like, it looks sick.
Sorry, no, I'm.
He is fighting
I
an
think I
army on his
just
own.
No. I think the objective is stuck down. No, I think someone dropped the objective in a dead spot.
I'll come to you and see if I can grab
I
it.
can swim. How do I go down? Yeah, I just died.
Well, that's not good. I'll come over there and try and see if we can fix
I
it.
dropped my samples outside of the water, so.
And I'm like marathoning job applications and job interviews right now just to get the hell out of Sam's Club, because honest to God, I really don't want to go back there and get another hernia. I just don't want it.
You've had your fill of the Waltons.
Yeah.
How many years of Walmart?
Yeah, definitely got to get cumulatively between this one with Sam's and that one, like roughly 13.5 years.
Yeah, that's enough time with the Wally World. That's
Yeah,
enough.
I need a day job.
That's enough time making money for the Waltons.
Yeah, and I need a day job. It's been really good being able to with my like it's expressed to be able to hang out and really connect more before she leaves for France, because she's got a boyfriend in France and she's planning on leaving the country here in about 1.5 years. So
Oh shit.
we're working that out.
Good for her.
No, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. This isn't a bad thing. I'm happy for her, because
No,
like
that's what I said.
yeah,
that's
no,
good
I'm
for her.
just
That
making it
sounds
clear to Dan. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it is, because like she's gone to college for a lot of things, and she has degrees in all these like language studies and all these other things that she's very good at doing. And she had a I don't know, the name escapes me of what it's called, but basically like a program that she went through. She was teaching English to advanced placement children in South Korea for a little while in Gwangju, and she had a lot of fun doing that. She didn't really want to come back to America after that, but she did. And I mean, like, a lot of the things she's qualified to do, there's just not a lot of work, like, in America for her, so it'd be really good for her to be able to go someplace where she can actually use her degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got, like, a bunch of things lined up, too. Like, there's plenty of places that would love to have her.
Well, that's good, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm very happy for her. Yeah, I truly hope it works out for her.
Oh, if that's the case, where is Nick gonna go next? I know you got like a year and a half to
I'm
find
gonna
that
stay
out.
here.
Okay. Oh, hanging
I'm gonna
out.
stay here. I'm really not keen on relocating again. I'm really trying to, like, establish roots somewhere, and right now I got a pretty good group of friends here, and God knows I'm not going back to Alaska. It's Tatooine. I'm not doing it. I love you, but
No,
like,
that's
it's
fair.
not happening.
No, that's fair. That was wasn't trying to go that route. I was just trying to figure out what the next plan was for the good old Nick adventures. 'Cause I know the last year or two you've been
Focus
spending.
on... Yeah. I gotta stop running. I really gotta figure out a way to establish a career path, and I gotta, like, actually knuckle down on some of these personal projects and just keep moving. A lot easier said than done, but we'll work it out.
Yeah. I imagine when you get a day job, it'll
We
probably be a
will
lot
work it
easier.
100%. That's what I'm telling myself. I am all about forward momentum. We are gonna make this shit work.
Okay, help me. I'm just gonna take this. Time to run.
Goodness. Why am I always in these situations?
I think you put yourself in these situations, homie. I go to work, I go to
Why would
plane.
anyone do
Hey,
this to themselves?
thank you for stopping by, Shokewagon. Always fun having you in the chat room.
This hobo needs a top party. Okay, I'm out of here.
Stream seems to be holding good, so I guess the solution was to just reinstall everything and call it good.
I hope that's not going to have to be a continued problem you're going to have to do. I had to do that with FF14 recently. I guess that update they had like a week or two ago, it was a really big update. They actually had the server shut down for like a couple of days because they had a lot of work to do on the servers.
Mm-hmm.
And when trying to get back in, it kept giving me just like error messages and shit, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna reinstall it. I got a good enough internet, it'll only take me like half an hour.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to do that either, because the next step after what I just did here is to have to run OBS as an administrator. And that's easy enough to do, but it just is... If you do that to too many systems at once, that can cause problems in your PC. Because you're basically trying to give everything priority.
Right.
But like, I don't have that for many programs.
Remember an episode, yeah, I vaguely remember an episode of Static Shock when I was a kid. That, like, the way that they beat Brainiac was, like, Reggie or whatever his name was like, yeah, like, whenever I try to run too many programs at once, my computer basically shits itself. Let's see if we can do it to him.
Man, I have not thought about Static Shot in about a few months, because last time I thought about it was a meme I saw. Holy shit, that takes me
I
back.
think about it a lot more. I think about it a lot more than I think a lot of people do, mostly because I feel like that was the golden age of, like, DC animation. And, like, it was always really fun, like, following that show every morning.
Also, this is really...
And I think about that particular moment all the time whenever, like, technology fails me. And then there's just that line of, like, yeah, this is, like, you know, whenever I try to do too many things at once on my computer, it, you know, has to take a shit for a minute, so, you know, that might work on Brainiac.
Yeah.
And every now and again I have, like, a Brainiac boss fight with my electronics, and I'm like, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Today is not the day I die. Ah,
Weird analogy, I know, but here we are.
I've heard worse.
See, we've learned we're not going to pick the plate armor that takes up like 3 armor slots. No, sir.
God damn that armor. I do not envy people that had to play that shit back in the day, because that was what you had to wear for a period of time. There were no alternatives.
Irritating when,
Yeah.
like, you're doing like the really you're doing the really early rewards for tank jobs, and you see this chest piece that gives you like 100 more armor. Then you're like, tell me, like, say no more, let's go. And then it's just like you equip, and it's like, the fuck happened to my pants?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm not wearing any pants. Might as well what the game does. I told you.
1000%, my guy. Ugh, he's only like 2.5 levels away from actually becoming a warrior, so you know what, we're gonna park it for a minute, and we're not gonna worry about you anymore, because we don't like running around doing fates all day long, because they're never appropriate to your level. And I don't have patience for that today. I don't feel like working on games anymore. I've decided the only time I'm gonna get on a game now is when it's gonna be fun, or I get to play with people.
That's understandable.
I'm kind of done with the whole like Destiny and even sorta / FF14 grind life. It's taken up way too much of my personal time.
Yeah.
That's not to say that I don't enjoy FF14 though, because I do like coming in here and playing the game and getting new things, or just fucking off. It's fun, but I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, no. You understand. You understand?
If you know, you know. You know, you know.
And if you don't know, well, you don't know. You know? Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Did you see that,
Son of a bitch.
Did you see that trailer I sent you for, like, the, quote, final Fantastic Four trailer?
Yeah. Look good. It looked
The
good.
quote final.
There's always another trailer.
Yeah, quote, because, you know, yeah, there's always another trailer, or, like, people put together clips to make, like, a longer cut of the trailer. And, you know, do whatever, and so, you know, like, I say quote, because it's like, you know, there's gonna be that one more of, like, this.
No way!
And
Sorry, I
James,
just got sniped by that cannon.
dude, James cannot believe it. You were blowing his mind tonight.
It happened out of nowhere!
I got you, buddy.
Can't believe you done this.
Oh.
Can't believe you done this.
Michael's very drank.
Yeah, remember,
Drunk?
is the band that he tried to go
Yeah,
see
cool.
fucked him over. Well, the Ticketmaster fucked him over, so now he
Yeah,
is
but
getting,
he always,
he's getting shit
he's just
faced.
drinking.
Sounds like me
Nah,
the other night.
he's-
trying to
he's-
fuck.
He's gonna get shit faced out of it.
You know, if I had nickel for every time he gets shit faced lately, it's happening more and more. I'll just phrase it that way. A little concerning.
Michael?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Oh, I don't drink on my own, homie. I don't. Hell, even when I go out with friends, I hardly ever drink.
I remember. Yeah, I actually remember. I have convinced Dan to consume precisely one alcoholic beverage in his entire life, and it wasn't ever the intent to get him like shit-faced or anything. We were all just hanging out at my place, and I was like, "It is a Smirnoff Ice. It is not going to get you super fucked up. This is just a social thing. Try one, have it, and I will not ask you to drink again for the rest of the night." And he was just like, "Okay."
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. This is bad.
I think that might be the only time I've ever seen Dan drink.
Yeah, I think.
Which I mean, respect. Like, I'm not one to peer
That's
pressure.
that's so good.
Yeah, I'm just so
Yeah,
used
like,
to
I'm not one
being.
to peer pressure people into doing a bunch of shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just not me.
I'm just used to being like a chaperone, and even like the few times I have allowed myself to drink, it's been like, it's not my thing.
And that's fair. I don't like getting like drunk either.
I mean, granted, I know I have some personal reasons that I could use it as an excuse as to why, but it's just reality is that it's not my thing.
Yeah, you also shouldn't have to, though. I mean, if you don't want to drink, you don't want to drink.
You know what they say?
You know, it should be that simple.
Just drink.
If you don't want to, just don't. Yeah, I mean, like, me personally, I like, you know, I'll go, like, a couple of beers deep just to feel a buzz, but I never like to get, like, so
Just to
drunk that I'm
feel
just, like, yeah, like,
I thought you were going to say that, Nick. It was like, sometimes let's drink a few shots, you know, just to feel something, man.
no, that's what weed's for.
Nah, that's fair.
Feel that pain.
No, but no, like seriously, like even the other night when I sent you that picture of me chugging a Busch Light while building magic decks, so like I only had like a beer or two. it was just an exaggeration for context, just to clear my pain.
No, I got that. It was really funny though to see like, oh, how's Nick doing? Oh wow, he is. Oh, it's that sort of magic deck. Just in my head, I'm like, he's probably like one beer in, but I will laugh if you were like, yeah, I was like 10 in by that point.
Oh, no, there's no fucking way I could coherently build anything that drunk.
Well, that's why you
Like,
build your
no.
drunken deck.
No. If I get that drunk, I'm not doing anything with sitting schlopped on my fucking two-seater couch in my bedroom, and I'm gonna be staring at memes, random YouTube videos, or continuing my DS9 binge. It is not gonna have anything to do with anything constructive.
You know what? I respect the
It's
DS9
just not
binge.
happening. Oh, it's so good. Honestly, like, my mom and I have been talking about
Oh, I
it,
just realized there are
when that
fucking
show
tank
came
in there.
out- When that show came out, it was running at the same time Voyager was, and Voyager was like the main show in our household. And like I watched DS9 back in the day, but I barely remember any of it. Like I didn't even remember, you know, spoiler alert, I didn't even remember that the Dominion was like founded by the Changelings. I didn't remember that, but that definitely adds some context to
Oh yeah, it does.
the Picard season 3. Yeah, like I mean, I didn't remember any of it, and now I'm going through, and it feels practically like I'm watching the show for the first time again, and I'm like, wow, this is so underrated. And honestly, Cisco is kind of reaching Kirk status for me right now as far as favorite captains, and that's saying a lot.
For me, it's
Like,
always.
I'm a ride or die Kirk guy.
I mean, for me, I'm always like a Picard guy first, Kirk guy second, but Cisco is like, when I say him in third place, he is right behind. It's not like a clear winner. Like, yeah, Picard's still my
like-
favorite
like,
no matter what.
I
I'll stand
remember
Picard, but
just going through watching some. Oh,
Yeah.
Picard's great.
yeah, but like Cisco's great. Cisco,
Picard is wonderful.
Why would
like,
you guys
I'll say
leave
that,
me?
like, even if something like Picard is like.
They
Yeah,
hopped in, I'm
you
sorry,
know, for me,
James.
it's kind of the same situation as you. Like, if I say Picard is, if I say that like Picard is
I
like,
had all the samples.
that's not in any way to devalue Picard. It's just to say that like I'm always a ride or die Kirk guy, but I really do love Cisco. Like Kirk is always going to be my favorite captain.
yeah, no, I
It's
hear
always going to
you.
be my favorite crew. It's just good time.
No,
Yeah,
that's the
but
fair
I mean,
statement.
like, and I don't remember DS9 being like as mature as like adult as
yeah.
like I'm seeing, and it's just
Dude, that
there's
came
so
out
many-
at the
there's
same
so many
time
good
as
versions.
Babylon 5, and those are two sci-fi shows that take their setting seriously, and it's like, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like this is what this is what we get when we actually like take our media. And that's not to say that Star Trek never took itself seriously, because it does all the time. But like, you know, it's just a different kind of serious, and it's fun and it's cool to. And honestly, Avery Brooks, like the guy that plays Cisco, honestly, like wonderful human being. Like I've been watching a lot of his like old interviews lately and everything too, and like
Some bullshit.
my homie. My brother in Christ, being a jazz musician, I love it. He's
Yeah.
my hero.
He's great. Well, James, you only had 7 comment
no,
samples.
he's
It's
a-
fine.
he's a wonderful.
And besides, I
Yeah,
didn't
like-
want to voluntarily leave you. They were already leaving you.
Yeah. Having tons
I
of fun
had
with
more
that
than
right now,
7
though.
comments.
Salt is real with this one.
Sorry, I don't mean to be.
Yeah, I was actually watching that just before getting on your stream. Excuse me.
You have been excused.
Thank you, sir. How wonderful of you to say such a thing. Speaking of Star Trek,
Star Wars.
he says he's a Picard man, but his ringtone clearly says Kirk.
Yeah, to be fair, it is more Kirk. I don't know, like I do have so much nostalgia for the first two crews, those first two shows. Like, it's a neck and neck thing. I just,
Because they're so good.
yeah, they are great.
They're so good.
And like the crews are great as
Honestly,
well.
there's no wrong answer in my opinion. There's really no wrong answer in my opinion when you decide to say what your favorite Star Trek crew is. There really isn't. They're all so good.
Yeah, except Janeway.
It's also opinion, so there can't be a wrong.
Everyone, they're like,
Exactly.
ah,
yeah, it's all objective. It's all
they're all objective. You're
it's all
right.
objective about your tastes. Yeah, and it's my mom's favorite is Janeway. Like, she loves the whole Voyager crew.
No, I mean, I like Janeway in moments. I just feel like the writers did not do her any
Favorite
favors.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
I like J.J.
As
Abrams.
someone that I did love the first two of the Kelvin timeline. I loved the first two. Can't remember half of the fucking third movie.
The irony is, I remember the first and the third one a lot, and
Honestly, God,
What was the
can't.
third movie?
that's the one with Idris Elba, where they're
Oh, yeah,
when they
okay.
yeah.
That was a good.
Yeah, no, I like that one. It's a good
That was
one.
the one where they beat. That was the one where they. It's the one where they beat the invasion with rock music.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Wait, I remember that.
Yeah. I really like Into Darkness though, the second one, because I like how they changed. I like how they combined the Space Seed episode of the original series with Wrath of Khan to make it an original story. And how like, you know, there was obviously like the parallels between Kirk and Spock of like
Launch
the
initiated.
roles were reversed. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I love it a lot. And for being a new timeline, I like how it really, because you know the first movie is just getting the crew together, and I like how the second movie it really establishes Kirk as like not just the guy that is always wanting to win and is always wanting to take risks. Like he actually like shows humanity in that movie. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Fuck Chris Pine and everybody did a great job.
I think one of my favorite outtakes for the third movie is it's when they're on the ship and they're trying to like get that old ship up and running, and there's a scene where like they had to do like a number, like they're just talking about like, all right, Sulu, is everything working right? And they had to do a cut and they had to like redo the scene, and then apparently Chris Pine, he did the scene as Shatner, like full on Shatner. And
Yeah.
when they take cut again, I believe I forget the guy that plays Sulu, his name, but he's all like, you just went full Shatner there, and Chris Pine's like, oh yeah, whole movie, baby. That's gonna be this whole next one. Part of me almost wishes he did go full
I forgot
Shatner.
his name just now too, and I forgot his name now too, and that's weird because like I've been following this guy's career like all my life. Now I gotta know.
I'm
it's gonna like hit me right on the head as soon as I see it.
You're gonna see the first
gonna
letter
piss
of the
me off,
name,
but
and
it's
you're gonna be
fine.
like, God damn it.
100%, brother. 100%. Let's see. It's gonna be so stupid. I know. Let's see.
James
Fucking
Cho?
John Cho.
John Cho,
Fucking
god damn it.
John Cho.
It actually hit me, like, as you probably pulled it up. I was just like, something Cho? Right?
Literally as I pulled it up. No, I think my favorite outtake from like the whole thing was probably like one of the outtakes from like the first movie, where like one of them was like Nero giving a speech and he's like J.J. Abrams will die, but also like Chris Pine trying to get his lines right and he just goes fuck and just screams and then it cuts.
No, I think for the first movie, my favorite one was when Zachary Quinto and Chris Ryan, they did an entire scene, I believe in Hungarian or another language, without telling anyone about it. So
not Hungarian or in another language. They both did Irish accents.
Irish
accents.
That might as well be another language.
Yeah, you can fly this thing, right? They're just like, you can fly this thing, right? But they're both gonna be like Irish and Scottish and shit.
Yeah, they didn't tell anyone about it. They're like, what the fuck?
Fascinating. Yeah, couldn't even keep a straight face.
Oh god,
That
that's
was a good one. I like that one a lot too.
now I want to rewatch some Star Trek.
Realize urban
Yeah?
this urban map with the robots is pretty fucking difficult.
Yeah, it's full on street fighting, man.
Like you turn a corner and there's
God, I just got launched to
Yeah,
the
I'm
building.
watching Dan. I'm watching Dan on stream, and like 100%, I am incapable of playing Helldivers like this. Like, y'all are just
holy crap,
another
like-
fucking animal.
well, we're not doing well if you haven't known.
Well,
I mean, you're doing better than me, man. I'm literally cannon fodder in Helldive. I never played the game. Like, when I got to actually around to playing that game, like, anytime, like, I wanted to play, nobody was ever playing, and then, like, when they were playing, they had a full group, and I was just like, you know what, this is a dead game for me. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. On the subject of Star Trek, though, like, my sister is almost done with her TNG binge, and then she's finally going to start watching season 2 and 3 of Picard, and I can't wait to see all of the Star Trek for the Voyage Home references in season 2 again, because they made me so goddamn happy. Like, so goddamn happy. I love that movie. But I love most of the Kirk movies, so I have a bias.
That's fair. And most of
Are
Kirk
you from
movies-
outer space? No, I'm from Chile, but I work in outer space.
How do I blow this thing up?
You use explosives.
Really?
Nah, I'm on my way.
Well, here's a
Explosives, the
500
ultimate form
kilogram
of capitalism.
There you go. Atta boy. All it took was you blowing yourself up.
It'd be like that.
Let's try to pick up a medal.
You don't have to do that. I'm gonna do this. Uh-oh. It got me. It got me. How are you? They caught me, laddie. It came from behind.
Oh my god.
I'm just seeing you just getting ragdolled,
Oh my
Tommy.
god.
Like you are,
Shrek'd.
dude. You just spent more of your time on the ground on your back, like a prom date, than you have standing.
Oof. Oh, he went there.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal. Did he go there?
Coke and
I
say,
feel
"Give me
like
a
my
Pepsi."
time was a lot different.
Calling in a hell bomb.
Well, winner's foot the prom
Say,
for
what
me.
is prom? It's like, yeah.
What about a nice cup of liver steak?
Favorite Sean Connery quote.
What is prom? It's like the amateur
Oh my God.
Olympics.
Hell bomb on. Clear the area.
Well, you probably
That
not.
fabricator just dropped out a tank. Is this reinforcement in that tank?
Maybe. Oh my god, everything is blowing up over
Oh
there.
my gosh.
I'm just gonna add a few more explosions to the mix if you don't mind.
Sending in an eagle.
Out from Mr. Pork.
How am I getting kills right now?
You know, it's a bad sign when I could hear James' controller vibrating.
I can't hear that.
Killed by Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that tracks. I kind of did just nuke the whole place.
Okay, we gotta get out of here and get another cannon.
That sounds like a
Another
good.
reinforcement.
Yeah. Oh, Zangovich did not appreciate that.
He gave up. At this point, I just want to get the mission done. You gotta go towards.
Yep, I am heading towards to grab my samples, and I'm gonna, and my gun, namely, and I will head towards the bottom one, bottom left one, I should specify. You know what? I think it's gonna be better to just haul the weapon in than try to.
All in an effort to defend the super.
Well, since Zangovich left, you want to call in an SOS when you got a moment, James? Thank you, homie. Alright. You're heading towards that one, I will head towards this one.
Requesting air support.
Well, that was really cinematic.
Oh no. This turret is gonna get me, I know it. That is. Oh god. I knew it! It's like there's no way I'm...
Reinforcing.
My character is covered in so much fucking blood.
Reinforcements have been launched.
I think all of it's mine.
Orbital inbound.
That's a big boy. Let's just throw you right there.
Here comes the cavalry.
Orbital inbound.
That's right, you big dumb turret.
Oh, this isn't even... Oh my gosh.
Calling in reinforcements.
James is a silly goose.
Silly, say.
There's so many drop ships over there. I don't want to go in that place.
Too late. Can we run up this hill?
Gotta run up that hill sometime. I'm running up that hill.
This is stupid.
Come on, James. You must be the greatest soldier.
Oh my god.
As I cheat and use a jetpack.
Holy shit. There's some up here too.
Damn you, turret.
Reinforcing.
Oh.
That troop made it very far. Oh god, that's a big... No! All the progress I just made! No! 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 And Jade, Nick just had a front row seat to all my failure.
You are getting ragdolled.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
are
God.
Sisyphus right now.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm done being Darth Maul for a minute here.
But Sisyphus didn't have a jetpack, so maybe you have an edge.
No, it didn't do shit for me. Alright, 3 reinforcements, 2 main objectives, let's fucking go. We got this. Alright, I'm gonna give us some cover this direction. I'm just gonna deal with that. Okay. How do I climb? Is the question.
Oh my god! I didn't expect to see that thing just come up like that.
It did, unfortunately.
It's such a steep
Tell you
hill,
what, I
right? Like,
might-
hold on, I'll just...
Fire in the hole!
You bitches. Alright. I'm just gonna run past all of you. Hey, what's up? How's it going? My name's Dan. I'm just cutting through. Excuse me, pardon me. No, I don't want your cookies. I don't want your Girl Scout cookies.
Last time you guys said you had tag along, got Samoas. You fucking gypped me. Not happening again.
Never again.
They don't call them tag alongs anymore. It's fucking stupid.
Back in my day.
Dude, this
They
guy
call
looks
them
like he's
peanut
playing
butter
such a
sandwich
chill.
cookies or some shit now.
I got it on the thing.
I did nothing.
Engaging terminal.
Alright, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. Oh, this is the worst time for this.
Speaking of worst times for things, I think we're about to get to the spot in FF15 again where Noctis sees the city fall.
Oh. Yeah, that's not ideal.
I started like a new game plus since I'm on a
Throwing supply
bit of an
beacon.
FF high with the Magic release and everything. I'm just hanging out in Final Fantasy games whenever I get on a game.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite story. Controversial as that may be.
Oh, 15 was great. Yeah, they did the best thing that every Final Fantasy game can do, and that is make you emotionally care about the characters. It wasn't always perfect, but damn, did it make me cry.
Fucking made me emotional, damn. Like, this is the only game still that ever made me care about the photo mode in the game.
Yeah. Now, the fact that they incorporated it into the actual gameplay was a smart decision. I wish they actually... It's so good that I wish they would have bent over backwards to make it work in 16 somehow, because... My god, is that a great system.
Like, my favorite part was just, like, get the highlight reel of, like, seeing all the memories of my adventure in the ending credits. Like, there was no pre-prepared slides from the game. It was like, hey, you remember when you did that? And I'm like, my god, I do.
Yeah. Also, like, when you go to camp and it goes, hey, select the one that you liked out of 10. It's like, ooh.
And then you get to see them again later. Yeah, it's wonderful. So wonderful.
It was the best.
It's really cool
Yeah,
seeing
no,
like all the
yeah,
magic
yeah.
cards, cause like like the Leviathan summon that's in the magic
Yeah,
set,
no
like
doubt.
is specifically from 14. 15, not 14, 15.
Oh, did I lag out, James?
You lagged out.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm still here for me. That's unfortunate. Oh, I don't want to be here. This is a bad place to be.
Our heroes have fallen, but their bodies
Whoops. Well, I'm gonna see if I can rejoin you now.
Good.
That's
Yeah, they showed up.
Oh, you already got other people came in?
Yeah, as soon as you left, 2 people joined. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it said the random left, and I was like, ah, shit, that sucks. And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm alone. And you're like, yeah, I lied down. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm still playing with 3 other guys now.
You're 2 guys deep, huh?
Forgot just how many times you run into Arden along your journey in this game.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
It is wild how often he just hangs out and he just says hi to the party. Out of curiosity, Nick, did you
It's
ever?
like, hey, what's good, usurper?
Hey, Nick, did you ever read the True Ending
Sorry, go
book?
ahead. What's up? I don't know. I think I may have like observed it in a YouTube video. I don't know if I ever read it.
Hmm.
Not certain.
It's really good. It's
I imagine.
it's the DLC that we never got for Noctis and Bahamut and Luna.
I think I have read a lot of that because I also like I never got to play the Arden episode, so like I looked that one up. Because like there was a lot to do with that, and like because there was a lot of like fan discussion on like whether or not Arden was the actual
Okay, you might be able to join now.
true
Comment.
true heir
Never
to
mind.
the throne or not.
Kyle girlfriend. Kyle girlfriend just joined.
Damn. And what are you doing with Kyle's
Mr.
girlfriend?
Shot. Playing Helldivers, bro.
You know, get your own girlfriend, James. Doesn't need to be Kyle's girlfriend.
I can't.
She's already broken in. She's used to having a boyfriend. That means half the work's done for me, right? That's some dumb logic, by the way.
What?
That's a joke.
What the fuck? It's just like, what?
That's horrible. I'm kidding.
That was hilarious, Nick.
100% kidding. I don't believe that.
No. Nick is all about that NTR shit.
Fuck, what now?
You don't know what NTR means?
No.
Oh, well, let me tell you something, bud.
I can't keep up with all these fucking shorthand abbreviations and texts.
NTR, to take the exact definition from Urban Dictionary, typically stands for neturere, which is a Japanese term that translates to cuckolding or stolen love. Or just simply cheating. And it is psychotic how popular that tag is.
Kinda not surprised in today's generation.
To quote Giguk from YouTube, you know, if you ever have to go down the hentai rabbit hole and you're like, I need to get something, and you find something with a great story, great character design, great art, you gotta be careful because you gotta go look at those tags. There's a very good chance that one of those tags is not like the other. Very good chance that when you're gonna find one of those tags that may or may not be really, really gross.
Yeah, for sure. Ugh. Ugh.
How's the mission going, the James?
All we have left is extraction, reinforcements, and I'm watching through.
I believe in you. You could do this.
Like half the street is bullets flying.
Oh, that tracks.
I'm not sure if I'm like 100% caught up on your stream. Like, what are you doing right now in the game?
Oh, I'm on the ship.
Me?
You're on the ship, like, looking at armor right now?
Yeah.
Okay, then I am caught up.
Yeah, no, I got disconnected from the James. Unfortunately.
Excuse me. I thought you did.
Then
I just
everyone-
wasn't sure, because, like, some of the ways I'm used to hearing you speak and how I know you look when you speak, it just doesn't look like that's reflecting entirely whenever I peek over when I'm not doing my thing over here.
Nah.
Just making sure I'm tracking okay.
You're good, homie. What do we got for dispatches?
Ugh. Oh, there's that big fucker again.
Not the big fucker.
Hey, you know that humongous like bird, raven, vulture thing that like Noctis and the crew like periodically like run into throughout the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like at the part where like it's hanging out like near a mineral spot that I have to like pick up this mineral from, and we're like, don't fucking wake it.
Just don't wake it up.
It's like Prompto's over here freaking out, and Gladio's just like, shut the fuck up, Prompto. Even though right now on New Game Plus, I could probably nuke this bird if it let me. Because like FF15 New Game Plus is weird because it doesn't like scale anything to your level on New Game Plus. It just puts everything back at like level 1 or like whatever that everything was at like the start of your journey, and you're just God. Which is not exactly the experience that I wanted, but whatever. I mean, I'm not really as good at these games as I used to be. Definitely lost some edge as a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
I even like I arguably suck at 16 now. I'm like back on there now, and like I'm not as good as I was first time playing it.
You love to. Bummer.
Bummer fummer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we left so much behind. We did it.
You did it though, and that's what matters.
We only got 2 stars.
Yeah, guys, we did it. While they're like high-fiving, there's like storm clouds and enemy ships on the horizon that they don't even pay attention to.
That,
We got it.
that sums it up actually pretty well.
That's the next group's problem, not mine.
It's like, oh, the worst of it's over, right? It's like that scene from the first
Sun-
Hobbit movie.
the
It's like,
sun
I
is
think the
setting.
worst of our journey is over, and then it's like Smaug is rolling over in his mountain, and it's like,
Oh, hey. If either of you were interested in the James Bond, Denis Villeneuve, the guy that directed the previous Dune movies, is going to be directing the next James Bond movie.
Have they cast James Bond yet?
They,
You know?
they casted him in the game.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Yeah, like, isn't fucking
Allied
what's his
destroyer
nuts like
has
Drake
joined
Bell?
squadron.
Fucking James Bond in the game. Now it looks like Drake Bell.
Engaging orbital
I couldn't tell you.
Like,
Yeah,
I
we're
really
about to
just,
get
like,
off it.
Oh, you are?
Orbit
Okay.
synchronized.
Well, yeah, thanks for playing,
Yeah.
man.
But thanks for playing,
Adios, brother.
even though you dished me on the last bit.
Hey, thank you for letting me stop by your elected representative of authority. I know the name of your ship.
Yeah, you're here to read it. You... Okay. I'll catch you later.
See you, buddy.
If you're on later, I might be on. We'll see.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to James Bond shit. I haven't even seen most of the new movies. I haven't finished Skyfall or what was that last one? No Time to Die? Was that
Yeah.
the last one?
That was
Yeah,
the
I
last
haven't
one.
watched that one either. Fucking, but yeah, like I saw like the things for the games, and like I don't know who's actually playing James Bond, but it looks like fucking Drake Bell.
Actually, I could probably find that out right now. I have the power of the internet. As far as I'm aware, I don't know if they have the actor cast yet. I do know that Denis Villeneuve is going to be doing the next James Bond after he does the third Dune movie.
Yeah, I was just saying for the game though, because like I think the
Oh, yeah.
game like definitely has like a different voice actor,
Um,
and that I don't think like okay words like it's one of
First
those
Light.
things where like the voice actor doesn't match like the in-game character's look kind of thing, you know?
Let's see.
It's like that's just what it looks like to me, but I don't know shit. I don't know fucking shit.
They have not confirmed who is going to be. Yeah, no one knows for sure who the actor
would-
is, but people are speculating that it's Patrick Gibson, who recent work was in Dexter: Original Sin.
You the guy that played Dexter? See
What-
that guy? In Original Sin?
Yeah, he's now. Let's see.
Care
It-
for that show very much.
It does look. He does look like the new James Bond, but they have not officially confirmed it, so I cannot speak to that validity.
Yeah, I didn't care for that Original Sin show personally. Like, I didn't vibe with it.
Wasn't your thing?
Like a lot of, well, it's because like, I had decided to like watch Dexter again after trying that show because I was on kind of like a Dexter binge. I was watching New Blood and then I wanted to watch Original Sin because I was like, you know, there's like that other one coming out too, and like in the very first season of Dexter, they already focus on like pretty much all of the bullet points that like they decide to expand on in Original Sin, but I preferred the way that they covered them in season 1 of Dexter because they were pretty elaborate with like the way they were telling like the story of how Dexter started to become a serial killer and like his relationship with Deb, his relationship with his dad, and like all these things. Like they covered it really, really, really well in season 1 of Dexter, and I love it a lot. And then like they do it again in Original Sin, but like it doesn't come off the same way because they're you know like you know forgetting that it's new actors. Like it's more or less like they kind of used Original Sin as an excuse to like throw Dexter in all these like awkward high school situations which again I thought they covered better and like translated more to his character in season 1. Because like the only thing that at least because I watched a good bit of Original Sin before I stopped, but like the only things that it really does that season 1 of Dexter didn't do is it really just reinforces the fact that Harry was a shitty dad. Because like the way he treats
Meh,
Deb,
that is
the
a
way he
dead
treats
horse.
Deb, the way he treats Deb in Original Sin is fucking awful. Because like I remember there's this one moment in Original Sin where like you know, obviously because you know Deb has all these daddy issues in Dexter because of how much attention she paid to Dexter rather than her. And like you know, all Deb wants to do when she's a teenager, especially in Original Sin, is like she just wants time with her dad. Like that's all she wants. She's wants to spend time with her dad. You know, not an unreasonable thing. She's a teenager and she wants a relationship with her father. And like he's not very forthcoming with her on a lot of things that he's doing, but clearly he's still spending a lot of time with Dexter. And like he's wanting to show Dexter a lot of these like crime scene things, and you know he's trying to like, you know, among other things, just kind of like explore like all these things about him. And then like Deb confronts him one time about it, about like all this time he's spending with Dexter and how she never gets any time with him. He's like, Deb, like, you know, like you're blah 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 blah, like right now like people are dying, like we're working on a murder investigation and everything, like these people, like this family and all this. And she has a very valid point of like, how the hell do I compete with that? Like I don't even know what you guys are doing. Like how can I have any time with you when clearly you're doing this and he gets to do all this with you? Like how do I compete with that? And then she just runs off crying, and there's just all this shit that happens. It's like it's really unfair to her, like everything that happens when they're kids. And just like Original Sin just more or less just emphasizes that Harry just was a shitty dad to the both of them. It's just awful. It's just awful to watch.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
just, like it really, because it just put, and you know, like aside from that, it's just like, you know, there's a flashback moment in season 1 of Dexter where there's the infamous scene where Dexter saves Deb from a date grape incident, and you know, obviously gets her out okay, and you know they're a little bit closer after that. But they do it again in Original Sin, show you a little bit more, show it kind of the same way, and it just doesn't hit the same way. And then like one of Deb's friends like thinks that Dexter's hot, and then it just kind of like thrusts him into the dating world. And then Harry's like, yeah man, going on dates, like you know, go do this,
Go
you know,
slam some
hey,
pussy,
maybe you might
man.
get laid, huh?
Yeah, go slam.
Yeah, and it's just like it just it takes what like all the really cool, interesting development that you got to see from Dexter's backstory in season 1 and just turns it into an awkward teenage dating comedy where like your central focus character really just wants to kill people. And it's just weird.
I just
It's
want to
just
kill
weird.
people, and I'm just getting all this pussy instead.
And you know, he doesn't want anything to do with it, clearly, because he's Dexter. You know, and it just makes it kind of like boring and awkward for me to watch. I really don't know what to expect from the new show. I'm gonna try it out because I like Michael C. Hall as Dexter, and I loved New Blood, and I don't really know what to expect from it. There's a trailer out there, looks pretty good. I'm kind of thrown off from the relationship they show with him and Batista in this trailer for it, because I'd have figured after what happened at the end of New Blood, Batista had been like, okay, the fuck, bro, are you actually a serial killer? And instead, in like the trailer for the new show,
They hugged,
like,
right?
he's more or less like happy to see. Yeah, they like hug, and he's like happy to see Dexter. He's like, bro, where you been all these years? Like, what's going on? And it's different, but I mean, like, who knows? It might be really cool, you know.
Now, to quote a comment I saw at the top of that trailer when I watched it, I can't wait for this to give us another ending to Dexter that disappoints everyone.
I mean, I personally wasn't disappointed with the ending of New Blood, honestly. Like, I mean, I understand people's frustrations with the ending of the first one. Like, my buddy Thomas that introduced me to the show kind of made the argument of like, despite having a son and having like someone in his life that he wanted to like spend the rest of his life with and all these things, it was more in keeping with the character and like his original motivations in the show that like he would want to disassociate from the rest of the world, because like there's a lot of moments in season 1 where he's like what I wouldn't give just to be the only person like on this planet and not have to worry about like all these social interactions or anything anymore. And you know, in that respect it makes sense. But like
Every introvert
the thing
ever.
that makes it bittersweet and yeah, the thing that makes it bittersweet and tragic for me in that show is that like they created the most unfortunate circumstance for Deb to die.
Mhm.
You know, and like that really be the downfall of his character, which I mean, whatever. It's a direction, it makes sense. Like Michael C. Hall got a lot of input on what got to happen with that character, so maybe that's just where he wanted to go. And with Dexter giving up the Harry persona of his subconscious at the end of the show, where Harry's like, you don't need me anymore. Like, after that, if you're going to continue his story ever again, there needs to be a ghost in his head following around, telling him all the things that he tells himself through someone else's eyes, because that's the only way that he can rationalize how to deal with his own feelings, is if he's able to conjure someone in his head to speak to relate to be like, should I do this? I'm a shitty human being, or this isn't a good idea, or blah blah blah, whatever. So like Deb is the only other person that could fill that role, but she can't fill that role if she's alive, so she has to die. That makes sense. Like, and I really did love the whole idea of New Blood and the fact that like he really couldn't escape being who he was. Like he found a way to like be him again, and he
Mhm.
thought that he could bring his son into it, and you know, like clearly as much as he didn't want to fuck up his son, he did it anyway inadvertently, and it made that mistake, and he thought that the two of them could have this connection being a serial killer duo together, but then he finds out that's not the life that he wants, and the only way that I'm ever gonna actually be able to take care, like make sure that he's gonna be okay, is if I'm out of the picture for good, so I have to let him kill me. And I actually thought that was a pretty poetic and cool end to everything, and like if they'd have left it there, I'd have been fine.
Mhm.
Like I thought that'd have been great. But then, you know, now there's this new show, and God knows what the fuck's gonna happen now, because Harrison's gonna be back.
So
Poor kid.
I found it so hilarious. Like when they opened that when they first showed that trailer, it's just him just immediately he's in the woods dying there. Shot, I guess, not quite in the heart. And immediately someone comes in and saves him. I'm like, whoa boy, that was convenient.
I mean, like they were hot on his pursuit, like
That's fair.
and his
I mean,
ex-girlfriend, cop, whatever, was like already there, so it makes sense that people would have showed up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched New Blood. I haven't watched Original Sin. I mean, I didn't even finish Dexter. I remember hearing about the ending and seeing like, okay, what the fuck was the ending? And I looked at that, but I mean, I think I only watched the first few seasons of Dexter back in the day. I mean, I enjoyed it well enough, but
It's really good.
everyone, their
It's
mother
really
goes,
good.
yeah,
Like,
the first
honestly,
four
if you-
seasons is great, but the last 4 seasons, they're like, it's like, eh. That's what the general consensus I've heard from some friends and the internet at large.
It's I see why people say that, because like season 4 had the best villain, and that villain's presence is literally felt throughout the rest of Dexter's life, like even throughout the rest of the show and New Blood and everything. Like that, the serial killer in
Which villain was it?
that season had the Trinity Killer. Because spoiler alert, even though like you
Okay, I have seen him. Okay,
or may never
I
watched the show.
I watched. Okay, I have seen this
'Cause
guy.
the Trinity Killer is the one that kills his wife.
Okay, I have seen up to that point. So I have seen, I think,
Okay,
up to
yeah,
the
'cause-
season 4. Maybe it was around season 5 when I either my dad lost interest in the show or I lost interest in it or something. But yeah, anyways,
And
continue.
so, like,
No, this was around 2009.
I'll
So
say
yeah,
this
around
as a fan of the
2010, I
show.
was focused way more on like getting into other shows at the time. So yeah, that makes sense. It's around 2010 I stopped
that's
watching it.
fair. Yeah, and so, like, for me personally, as a fan of the show, like, I can agree with a lot of people's sentiments at that, like, they think that, like, that was the peak of the show, so everything else just cannot measure up after that, and that's mostly fair, but there is a lot of good story and development for the character that happens in those last, like, 3 or 4 seasons that, in my opinion, are still good. And how do I want to say this? I think it's a show worth picking back up if you're interested. Like, even if because like there's 1 or 2 villains that you get to meet in those future seasons. The last season, I'll be the first one to admit, the last season sucked. The last season was an ass grab, like an ass pull, like a giant ass pull, and like only half of the season really works as something you actually want to watch because like they and I don't really know who's responsible for it. I don't want to know. There's definitely means that I could figure it out. I don't want to know. But like,
Because you know it's not great.
there's just there's this big ass pull that turns Harry into because the longer the show goes on, the more you hate.
That's fair.
And it's and because like you learn in the last season that the entire time that he was a kid and he was being raised, that Harry was talking to this therapist that specifically worked with psychopaths, and they were both kind of trying to program him to function as a human being, but she was the one that came up with the idea of using his psychopathic tendencies as a force for good to kill people. And one day Harry is having a meeting with this woman and she's really wanting to Harry to encourage more of this behavior in Dexter, and he just says, I don't think I can do this anymore. And then that's when Harry kills himself because he realizes what he's actually been doing to Dexter his entire life and what he's turned him into. And as a cop, like, despite the earlier moments in the season where he's like, you could use, you know, these tendencies as a force for good, he realizes all he did was created another monster.
He just created a killer
And-
that only hunts killers, but he still has created another killer.
Yeah, and I mean, Dexter breaks his rule a lot.
Yeah.
And actually, like, immediately into season 5, right after his wife gets murdered, he immediately breaks it again. He is just pissed. And he kills a guy in, like, an outhouse somewhere because he, like, provokes him and, like, makes a jab at his dead wife, and Dexter just loses his shit and kills this guy. And, but, like, so, like, there's moments of the last season that's really good, but ultimately it falls short of everything else because it's literally just an asshole. But,
Yeah.
like, I will say, though, that with those last few seasons, there are some notable moments from them that do make moments of New Blood a little better. And again, like, New Blood was only a limited season. It was like a 9-episode run. And the whole point of that season was really just to more or less emphasize that Dexter is not a good guy. And if the last 3 or 4 seasons, because I vaguely remember there only being 7 or 8, maybe there's 8. We'll say that there's 8. Despite the last half of the show after the Trinity Killer being underwhelming by comparison, but not underwhelming as a whole because they're still interesting, New Blood really emphasizes that despite the fact that you root for Dexter to go after these people, and that, yeah, he mostly only goes after bad people, that he's not a force for good. He is not a good guy. He is just another killer. And at the end of the day, he's going to look for whatever excuse he can find to scratch that itch of his. And that's why he had to die quote unquote die at the end of New Blood because he realized that he's never going to stop, and as long as he's around, you know, it's not good for Harrison.
Until he gets
And
resurrected.
it's until he gets resurrected, which may be good. It may be good.
We'll
I
see.
don't know.
We
But yeah,
will
like
see.
that was my favorite part of New Blood is how it just really emphasizes that, like, you know, despite that we have been rooting for this guy the entire time, you know, he's not a force for good. He really is just a bad guy. He is a monster.
Yeah,
He's
I mean-
a monster that you root for and you empathize with, but he's a monster all the same.
Yeah, like just because he does kill a bunch of serial killers and other bad people most of the time, it doesn't mean that he's only doing that, and it doesn't mean that what he's doing is necessarily a good thing per se.
Mm-hmm. As long as he has the, yeah, so long as he has a means to channel it in the right direction, like, you know, because Dexter's compulsive itches to keep murdering people is a lot like a drug addiction or a porn addiction or masturbation or something like that. Like, he looks for whatever excuse he can get to, like, get that fix. And at
Yeah.
some point, if he's deprived of it for too long, he'll figure out a way to scratch it.
One way or another. Okay. That's it. No, who knows? I might check out the new season of Dexter. We'll see. Or I might just do the whole series rewatch.
I personally think it's worth it. Like, those first 4 seasons are gold. And even there's highlight moments throughout the rest of the show that are still good, in my opinion.
I mean, recently
maybe
I
that's
did
heresy. I don't fucking know.
on my YouTube feed, I did see there was a number of clips of like what was it? It's like Dexter and Stokes arguing, I think, throughout the show.
Dexter and Dokes, yeah.
Dokes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it started
Yeah.
obviously with surprise
And, like-
motherfucker, but
like-
then it went on like every like moment where like he would like fuck with Dokes and like get him to come after him in the middle of the office and have him look at the bad guy and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, 'cause Dokes is the only one that, like, suspects that there's something off about him. And because Dokes is always on his ass, like, it really throws a monkey wrench into, like, all the shenanigans that Dexter is always trying to be a part of. And so, you've already seen it if you've gotten through the first 4 seasons, but, like, Dexter kills Dokes and frames him
Yeah.
for being the Bay Harbor Butcher,
Yeah.
which is, you know, the
He-
crime, you know, which is like all the dead bodies in the bay that Dexter's been throwing away. He frames Dokes for all those murders.
Yeah,
And,
wasn't there a scene where
Like that
they like he has him locked up and he fooled like he only like well, I don't know if he was, I can't remember if he was fucking with him or not, but like isn't he telling Dokes like, oh, I'm thinking about turning myself in, and he was trying to see like his reaction, or was he actually genuine? I can't remember. It's been so long.
no, it was genuine. Like, it was a genuine reaction. Like, at first he's like, yeah, this is a good thing. Like, I don't have to hide anymore. I can, like, set myself free by admitting and owning to all these things, and it'll be great, and it'll be good for Deb, and like, I won't have to stick around and hurt Rita and the kids anymore. But then he thinks about it more, and he's like, oh, but things are so good with Rita and the kids right now, and Deb doesn't know a thing, and I actually helped her a lot in her career. And eventually, like, he actually talks himself out of it, and he's like, I can't let you out of here. Like, I'm living a good life right now. Everything's going great. I'm not the problem. And he's like, you're gonna have to die here. I can't let you go out there. You're the proof that I'm doing all this. And so he lets Dokes blow up. Like, actually, the way he kills Dokes is inadvertent, but he intends on killing him. He doesn't want him to go forward with any of this information. But Dokes does die as a result of the situation that Dexter put him in, and frames him for being the Bay Harbor Butcher. And that moment actually acts as kind of a sleeping time bomb for another event, for more events that happen later in the show. Because, like, people like LaGuerta that were, like, best friends with Dokes were like, there's absolutely no fucking way that Dokes could be this guy. Like, Dokes, like, you know, yeah, he was rough. Yeah, he was an asshole. He was a prick. He was awful to be around sometimes, but, like, he would never, ever do this
Right.
in a million years, and she eventually, spoiler alert, whatever, because you may or may not watch the show.
I mean, I know about like the ending. I know about how like a
actually-
lot of events play out, so it's not the end of the world for me.
Well, yeah. So like at the end of the season before the final season, LaGuerta actually like starts building kind of her own case and investigating, and she has a reason to suspect Dexter, and actually finds him about to like kill in the ritual and everything. And then Deb shows up, and Deb has to make this choice of either kill LaGuerta to protect Dexter, or kill Dexter, who is the only good thing that's ever been there consistently my entire life, my only living relative that's always been there for me. Like, I have to choose between him, or I have to choose between killing the person who's objectively in the right here to protect the guy that's objectively the bad guy. And then she ends up shooting LaGuerta, and
Okay, that's what happened.
You know,
Sorry. Yeah, I did. I was wondering why she wasn't.
it fucking destroys her too. Like, it
I imagine
absolutely fucking annihilates her as a person. Like, when you see her again in the next season, like, she is a completely different person. And it's awful, and it's horrible for her, and it's just painful to watch. But like, it's also interesting because like Deb has already been a wreck this entire show, and just like that really pushed her over the edge.
Mm.
You know, and it's just this whole thing, and it's yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not going to be on the
'Cause, yeah,
priority
like,
list, but I will check
but-
out Dexter down the line. No.
Well, like, one fun thing about Dexter, though, despite whatever you might feel about the seasons, are just the one-liners. Like, do you remember Bail Organa, like the actor being in the show, and how he was a villain in one of the seasons? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I remember it was at one point because like the only reason I remember that is because I think I was watching it, and I think it was either my dad was watching the episode, and he goes, "Dan," I'm like, "What? Who was this dude in Star Wars?" I was like, "Oh, that's Bail Organa, Leia's dad." Like, he's in it. I'm like, "What?" And we ended up watching the episode.
Well, like there's this really funny thing because like he plays this character called Miguel Prado, who also has a connection to LaGuerta because they're both Cuban, and they both came up together in the judicial system. She became a detective, he became the district attorney, and you find out like he's one of those like district attorneys, like, I hate the red tape. If only we could get something on all these bad guys and everything and put them away, kind of thing. But you find out that he has a real dark side. And Dexter going after someone else, Miguel kind of like catches him not quite in the act, because he doesn't actually see it happen, but it's kind of, he knows kind of something's happening, and they both start kind of working together to assert their own form of justice against all these people that escaped the legal system. But then it starts going really far, and Miguel starts doing things on his own. He's starting to kill people on his own cause, and he's not like exactly taking into account all these things that are happening, and it's starting to affect the way Dexter does things. So it's kind of like a cat and mouse game between the two of them on who's going to give first, or who's going to get caught, or are we going to keep going, or whatever. And they're both kind of at odds at one point. They're friends for a little bit, but then they start to butt heads. And so Dexter ends up getting a hold of this shirt from Miguel, because Miguel gives it to him because it has the blood of a victim that he killed. And he's like, "Here, this is proof that you can trust me. I'm not going to tell anybody your secret. This is my DNA on this shirt from someone that I killed. Like, here, you take this," or whatever. And like, they both start fucking with each other. And fucking Dexter takes that shirt to a dry cleaner for Miguel to pick up. Like, he gives the dry cleaner their name and everything, and he gets the shirt back with the bloodstains still on it. And they both meet
Jeez.
up together on a rooftop. And fucking Miguel's just like, "You think this is funny?" He's like, "No, man, they said those things would come out."
Oh, they don't, man.
He's like, "No, not at all, man. They said those things will come out." And he's just fucking with them.
Oh, that's
it's a hilarious moment. Like I'm underselling it, but like it's moments like that where like
Mhm.
Dexter is not taking anything seriously and he's just deciding to like troll people is great. Like Dexter's troll game is perfect.
no, that's great.
And it's like I don't know how much you remember about like early slides, blood slides, and like the air vents. Do you remember that?
Nope.
So basically, he hides his blood slides, his trophies, in like an air conditioning duct in his apartment, and there's like a subplot or whatever in the final season where working with the woman that kind of quote unquote helped make Dexter, he's trying to go after all these other psychopaths that are may or may not be serial killers. And he goes into this one guy's place and he's like looking around for like his trophies if he has any. And he like stares over at like a air conditioning vent and then like his internal monologue goes, nah.
That's funny.
it's just like
That's great.
it's just like there's a lot of comedy in that despite like how absolutely dark it is. There's a lot of like hilarious little moments like that.
Hmm.
Makes the show like very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think I'll put it on the list at some point, and I might check it out then online. Get through a whole bunch of other stuff first. I mean, I'll be honest, like I wasn't the
Yeah, I got
biggest,
you.
wasn't the biggest Dexter guy, even when I was watching the show, and I'm sure I missed a
Yeah, I
number
mean,
of
if it's not-
episodes.
If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I'm not saying you have to watch it, but I'm saying if you did, it's worth going through the whole show at least one time,
Mhm.
and then New Blood, like being its own short run, is also a really good show. That's all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
I mean, I'm sure if if and when I do sit down and watch it, I might do a whole series run. We'll see.
Yeah, I watch it with your dad. He's always like watching stuff, and he likes to rewatch things and do whatever.
Fuck,
Like maybe it
dude.
could be like a fun like
He's
like
been on a
binge night with the
Clendathu
two of you.
marathon all damn day. Freaking rewatching Starship Troopers all day. Not watching the series, just rewatching the first one.
Yeah, I remember like you and I have had that conversation of like Josh and your dad kind of like do all the same like binging habits. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a show that I frequently revisit because it is really, really dark and
Mhm.
I don't really always want to watch something like that fucking morbid, but like every like 5 to 10 years, like I'll go back and well, I shouldn't say 10, but like every few years I like go back
Hey,
and I'm
I
like,
bet it. 10.
I
Yeah.
remember this. This was fun.
I'll just remind you, Nick. 10 years ago was 2015.
Well, no, but I'm also sitting here like, wait a minute, I shouldn't say 5 to 10 years because I've only like rewatched that show like once or twice, so like maybe 10 years is not an accurate statement, but you know,
Fair enough.
I am 34, like I'm getting there. I'm getting up there.
Yeah. Now, speaking of binging, I'm not sure. Did I tell you about the Star Wars marathon that my dad was watching when he was in the hospital?
Yeah.
The weird fucked up edit of it?
Yeah.
Okay, I told you that. Okay. No, that was
Yeah, I vaguely recall you having mentioned it. We spoke of it a little bit.
That's right. Okay, yeah, no, that was such a weird thing. That was so fucking weird. I'm pretty sure it was like a weird hospital version of the TV, but it was so jarring to go, okay, they're having the meeting about they're going to go to the Death Star. You go tackle the Death Star 2. Okay, cool. And it goes commercial. And it comes back, and they're getting captured by Ewoks. It's like, wait, what? I think we're missing something here. All right.
Speaking of hospitals,
go ahead.
have you watched The Pit yet?
The Pit? No. It
I was
has
saying,
been.
speaking of yeah, The Pit.
It's been added to the list. I've heard nothing but good things from it. I know you've told me about it. 2 separate friends have reached out and have been like, "Yo, show's good." And I have seen it come up on my feed a few times. I think I've watched one short of it. I don't know what context it is. I saw a scene of characters talking. And I have not watched the YouTube video, but I saw the YouTube video of the guy going, how this new hospital show did the Battle of Helm's Deep, essentially. And I'm like, okay, I'm kind of curious on
Well, yeah,
what they
'cause,
mean by
like-
that, but sure.
The really cool thing, like probably already told people have already told you, is like from start of the show to end of the show, you're seeing everything happen in real time, kind of like 24, but it's not in a 24-hour period. It's just throughout this really long shift at a hospital, and it's all happening in real time. Like anytime you're cutting away to another scene, and most of the time it's not even cutaways. Sometimes the camera is just following someone else in the hospital. Like it's all happening in real time. Like a minute passes on the runtime of the show, that's a minute that's passing in that show.
Okay, so wait, hang on. So like, I don't know how many episodes the show is, but like, whatever, how like the entire season, you like you said, from minute 1, it's like the start of someone's shift, and then by the time you get to the end of the season, that's the end of the shift. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. And,
Oh, I
everything's
didn't know
happening in
that.
real time. It's literally just it is a very long shift at a hospital.
Okay, that's what.
That is
Okay,
all that this season is. And
are you going to do multiple seasons?
season
or?
2 season 2 has already started production. We have seen some scenes from it. We have gotten cast details. There's some new faces. There's a lot of returning faces. There's some plot lines that will be touched up on. We don't know everything right now, but season 2 is definitely on track, and thank God, because there was some legal action that was possibly going to cancel it, because the originally this show headed up by Noah Wiley, who plays the lead in the show Dr. Robbie, was also Dr. Carter on ER. Originally this project started as an ER reunion / reboot, but the woman who was the wife of one of the lead creators of ER didn't want to relinquish any of the creative rights to ER and share with them in order for them to like get ER back up and running again, and there were some people that didn't even want to return. And so he really wanted to make another medical show, so he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to write a new one. And then he wrote The Pit, and
Fair
it is
enough.
an enormous success, and it is honestly, aside from actually no, wait a minute, hold on, because The Pit, no wait, yeah, The Pit came out this year. Yeah, The Pit, aside from Andor season 2, and I would honestly argue in some cases, if you're not a Star Wars fan, probably the best show that's come out all year.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know about
Like-
it being one shift, essentially, one long shift. I thought it was going to be like another, like, House, or another medical drama where it's just like entire seasons over the course of like a year. But no, that actually changes a couple
Nope.
things. So that sounds fucking intense.
all
God damn.
Monday. It's dude, it and like I don't you've probably heard of this guy. There's a I don't really want to call him an influencer, but I guess that's kind of what he is. He's a doctor on YouTube named Dr. Mike. That
Yeah.
answers
I-
a lot of like
I've seen Dr.
basic
Mike.
medical questions to people and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing a
Yeah,
lot of
so,
Dr.
like,
Mike and Dr.
he's been
K a
called-
lot.
Yeah, so he's been like following The Pit. Actually, recently he actually got to do a sit-down interview with Noah Wiley, and he even talks about like going through a lot of these episodes of like I really feel like I'm there in the ER. Like this feels so like real to me, because like this is real shit that happens in a shift in an ER. Like this is just fucking raw. And like it blew him away, and like he's still covering episode by episode because he's not doing it like all at once. He's like spacing out his like reaction videos of kind of like going over hospital procedures and like what actually happens in an ER and things while watching The Pit, and like he absolutely has nothing but the best things to say about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, no, I will. Okay, that
Yeah,
actually
so,
makes
like-
me a little bit more intrigued, because I don't know, I don't necessarily want everything to be 24, because that format can get very grating over time, especially if you don't handle it well. But I have been having a weird itch like on the bottom of my leg that I've been like, I would be down for another show that is like that. that is like every moment you see is every single moment that's happening. So no,
Yeah, it's all real time.
I'll,
Anyway, you sound like you're kind of trying to cut this, so.
Oh no, I wasn't
I'll
gonna.
let you go.
No, I was gonna bring up another topic. I wasn't trying to cut it. No, my bad. I didn't. I hope I didn't give you that impression.
Okay. All right. No, it's okay. It's getting late for me though, and I have an early interview in the morning.
Okay. Well, hey,
And
best of luck to
then
your interview.
Some other shit I gotta
mean-
do, so I should get off.
Okay. Well, if that's
buddy.
the case, fine. Then I will stop it. How about that? Because I stopped
No,
playing
you're
Hell.
fine. You're fine. But I just no. But that there is like a little bit of a conversational delay on my end, so like I could hear whenever I was about to like go into something, you were like, okay, well, and I'm like, oh shit, like he's probably trying to like break away or something. Like I'm being a dick.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I stopped playing when James hopped off. I stopped playing Helldivers just so I could actually focus on chatting because I was like, okay, I had the Helldivers fixed. Let's just chat for a minute and then.
Yeah.
go from
Let
there.
me know though whenever you start watching the pit, because I would love to rewatch it again and like talk about all the little moments with you.
Gotcha. It probably won't be anytime soon, but I will let you know because with that intriguing element, I think I could probably get my dad to sit down and watch it as well. So when we do,
Be
I will let you know.
prepared for your dad. I was gonna say, be prepared for your dad to like re-binge that show over and over, because honestly, like that was probably the only show that I watched
That's fair.
for like a month, because like every time I turned it on, I'm like, even though I've already seen this, like it is just so engaging. And like one of my very favorite things in real life or in a show or a movie when it's done really well, like one of my very favorite things ever is Triage. Like I think Triage is probably one of the coolest phenomena that human beings are capable of executing, because it is always this intense situation where everybody has to leave ego completely out the window, and it is all complete emphasis on teamwork and getting the job done without any sense of like personal like ego reflecting in the situation. And there is an arc that happens in the show where I'm not going to spoil what happens, but there is a mass influx of people that are being rushed into the ER, and they have to do a triage plan on how they're going to handle so many people coming into the ER at one time. And it is the coolest fucking way I've ever seen it portrayed in a show or movie.
Okay. Well, like I said,
I cannot undersell it.
I will bump it up to the list. We'll check it out down the line.
Like it's
happily do so.
It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, love you, brother. I'm gonna take off.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Adios,
Yeah,
amigo.
man. Thanks for having me. Adios.
Disconnect from there. Okay. Like I said, short stream today, as the title says. I don't know. The local recording. Well, I had to restart OBS. Yeah, about 2 hours. Give or take 2 hours. It's fine. It's gonna be a little janky, but it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna do it's a short stream today. I just had to make sure everything was running properly. Now things are running good. I guess the solution was to just reinstall everything. I hope that it won't do that to me again, because that'll be fucking annoying. Although thankfully I do have the installer ready to go, so if I need to, I can just uninstall it and reinstall it, and it saved my profile and everything. So other than having to redo a plugin or two, we're fine. And even then, I had the plugins ready to go. So like I said, all I do is restart it. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be back and we'll be playing some Expedition 33. Got some catch up I gotta do on that one. I'll talk about that when we start that session. I have a couple games in mind for when I beat that one, but I'll hold off. We'll see. I might beat Expedition 33 this week. We'll see. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to rush it. But we'll see. If I do, I do. And if I do, I got some stuff back ready to go. But thank you again for everyone that tuned in. Thank you everyone that has chatted. Thank you everyone that has followed, subscribed and everything. And also thank you again for your patience with everything. You know, I'm not going to make an excuse or apologize for being gone due to a family emergency, but I do understand if you were watching my content and going, yo, where the fuck you is at. So I will do a much better job at informing everyone when I'm able to, a lot sooner, so that way you're not just sitting there in silence for a couple weeks. So until then, I fucked up my own outro. God damn it! It's been a bit. I am glad to be back in the saddle again. This is fun to do. Like I said, I enjoy doing this. This actually is a enjoyable creative outlet to do, and once I get the ball rolling on getting like YouTube shorts and like edited videos out and stuff like that, I think I'll be a lot happier with stuff moving forward. But anyways, until next time, see ya.